This is Shut the Box, a very simple two-player game with its origins sometime in 12th century France. The concept of the game is very simple. You have two dice, and you have a few options for how to pair the dice with these numbers in order to close them, with the ultimate goal being to shut the box. So, players take turns trying to shut the box, with the idea being to flip as many numbers down as possible. So when you roll the dice, you can use them in a few different ways. One is to take each number and use them individually to shut two numbers in the box. The other is to combine the two numbers and flip that value down. The other is to add them up and then divide them into two parts. They don't have to be equal. So you can say this is a 7, but you can split it into a 1 and a 6. The ultimate goal is to shut all numbers in the box without ever failing to shut a number on a given turn. So if you roll the dice and you find that you have covered everything that you could use, the game is over. So let's say I've reached this point. I've shut all the numbers down except 7, 11, and 12. When I roll the dice, I rolled a 1 and a 4, which I cannot combine or divide in any way to reach any of these three numbers. So my turn would be over, and I would have scored 9 points. Play then passes to the next player, who's going to try to do more, to try to get at least 9, but hopefully 10, or even shut the entire box on their turn. Another way to play the game is for one player to try to be shutting the box and the other player to try to open the box. So players take turns, again, going until they can no longer shut or open a number. But as one player begins shutting down numbers and gets to a certain point where they can no longer continue, their turn ends, and then the next player starts. But the numbers that they're trying to target are the ones that the other player has already shut. So they go through their turn, flipping those up. But as they go, the same thing applies, the same rule applies. It gets harder and harder to find the last couple of numbers that you're trying to get. And at a certain point, you are no longer able to flip them up. So it's a constant battle back and forth until one player is able to completely shut the box or the other player is able to completely reopen the box. Shut the Box can be played with 2 players, ages 6 and up, but as it is a fairly simple game to understand, younger kids who are introduced to the concept could very easily get started with it. To provide more endlessly engrossing Shut the Box entertainment for more players, there is also a travel version with the numbers that range from 1 to 10 and have 4 sides, so everyone is trying to shut the box on their own side of the board.